So today we have Old Man Logan taking on Deathstroke. Who wins? Let's find out. So, basically, let's talk about Old Man Logan, this version of Wolverine. Well, he's just like the Earth 616 Wolverine from Marvel Comics that we all know and love. But in his own universe, Earth 807128 is quite a bit further along in the timeline. Basically, he's far in the future, basically. And at this point, adamantium poisoning has weakened his healing factor and weakened him in general, and he has grown quite much older, colder, and savage. Um, oh yeah, there's also the thing where he lives with the trauma of slaughtering the entire X-Men after being tricked by Mysterio. So there's that for him as well. Uh, but despite being older, he is still very strong. He's broke Hawkling's neck with a chain through multiple guys who had dogpiled on top of him at once. Casually broke bones, kicked down a metal door, ripped a chair in half, and he's even flipped over cars. But Slade is a bona fide super soldier, a meta human. He's ripped open an airplane door while the plane was flying, which would take like 2 tons of force. He's easily decapitated people and sliced through thick metal like a hot knife through butter. Um, he's picked up a giant piece of stone debris and swung it around, and the guy has even caused Lobo to bleed. I'd say Slade has the advantage here. Uh, moving on to durability. Old Man Logan still has his adamantium skeleton, and thugs have said hitting him is like hitting a brick wall. He's withstood beatings from Amadeus Chow Hawk, Maestro Hawk, and Bruce Banner when Bruce was in a big adamantium power armor. He's routinely endured barrages of bullets, being impaled by multiple spears and arrows. Victor's adamantium claws and Deadpool's swords broke over his forearm. He's endured having his hand sliced off, a fall off a skyscraper, multiple explosions at once, and being shot in the head with a magical bullet. And while weakened, he does still have a great healing factor. He's regenerated lost limbs, his lungs, and after being burnt to a skeleton by Thor's lightning blast, he had completely regenerated a short while later. But Slade goes into battle wearing the Icon suit, which is bulletproof and powered by his own kinetic energy. He was fine after an RPG rocket and 2 aircraft missiles, unharmed by building busting explosions, and he withstood a submarine being thrown at him. He's endured ripping out his own eye and has taken hits from Wonder Woman, Superman, and a beating from Lobo. He also has a solid healing factor that he can apparently speed up with a thought. He's recovered from being stabbed in the chest quickly, regenerated half of his heart, and has even come back to life a few hours after being pronounced dead. It's hard to say who's physically tougher with Logan's skeleton and Slade's armor, but even while weakened, I'd say Logan's healing factor is still better. Speed. Logan has easily evaded gunfire even at close range, blitz people before they could fire easily, cut up to Lady Deathstroke when she had a head start, and he seemingly moved miles in less than a minute. But Deathstroke has consistently dodged or deflected bullets even while running towards the shooters. Blitz groups of men, blitz Hawkman, cut an arrow in half out of the air, caught an arrow from behind, and even dodged and ran through heavy machine gun fire. Again, I'd say Slade has a slight edge. So, physically, Slade is a hair stronger and faster, while Logan's healing factor is still better. Fighting skill. Logan is regarded as one of, if not the best fighter in Marvel. He's even rated by Marvel as a Class 7 fighter, which means he is a master of all forms of armed and unarmed combat. And the 616 slogan has actually stalemated Iron Fist in a kung fu sparring match where Danny was actually trying harder than Logan was. But we all know how Logan typically fights, and old man Logan is just more savage and dangerous than his 616 counterpart. But Slade is one of DC's very best. He is a master martial artist, acrobat, assassin, marksman, and swordsman. The guy has bested at least the majority of the Bat family. The Teen Titans single-handedly, Green Arrow and Black Canary simultaneously, Arsenal stalemated Bronze Tiger, and he even has his fair share of victories over Batman. The guy has killed a fly with a paperclip, and even temporarily stalemated the Justice League by himself. He lives as DC's premier and most feared assassin. He also carries a ton of weapons. His primary weapon is his Prometheum sword, and Prometheum is like DC's version of adamantium. His bow staff is virtually indestructible and can even project an energy blast from both ends of it. He also has a wide variety of guns, knives, and explosives. His mind has also been enhanced to work about 9 times faster than the average humans, allowing him to come up with plans and strategies on the fly. But as we know, Logan has his near 1 foot long adamantium claws that can cut and pierce through basically anything. And his senses have been enhanced to the point he can detect enemies a good distance away. So, who wins? Well, years ago, I did Wolverine versus Deathstroke. Don't watch it. It is real bad. It is not that good. But I said that Wolverine would eventually win. And yeah, I still stand by that. Eventually, more times than not. However, this is not Wolverine. This is Old Man Logan. A much older, weakened, yet more savage version of the character. Obviously his claws will pierce right through the icon suit, but Slade can take most attacks. But it's not just that Logan's healing factor is weaker than what it was, but he also just feels more pain. Bullets hurt more. Bladed and blunt weapons hurt more. And while his savagery and rage are usually an advantage against someone as skilled and tactical as Slade, it might be an advantage at first, but after a while, it's probably going to become a disadvantage as Slade will be able to capitalize on each and every mistake Logan makes. And despite Logan still having a better healing factor, I actually think the longer this fight goes, it's gonna favor Slade. Because once he gets a taste of what those claws, if it doesn't kill him, he's gonna proceed cautiously and tactically. Old Man Logan could win this fight, but I think Slade's skill, his weapons, precision, and tactical analysis will eventually grant him the win here after a great bloody fight. I think he will be able to do enough damage to overwhelm Logan's healing factor and maybe even kill him. I'm not sure about that, but at the end of the day, I am siding with Deathstroke. Deathstroke wins. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you thought and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all that great stuff. I truly do appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.